Okay, folks in the chat have seen me say this a lot, but if you're just joining me on YouTube, it's because I just skipped about 50 minutes of frustration. And you don't have to watch me beat my head against this boss a million times, wasting minutes and minutes of my life just trying to get to the big twist in the middle of this game. Almost instantly died there. These are the sequences that always get me. That's the easiest one of those. Like right there, I almost didn't jump over that hand because I literally just sort of zoned out and stopped paying attention. My brain's just getting exhausted by the kind of attention you have to pay. Okay. The easier Sky Laser section. That's comforting. I'm still gonna have to do at least 2 of the ugly one. And then I'm probably gonna get killed by the super ugly one. If this game is going for nostalgia, though, this definitely reminds me of a lot of experiences I had playing games when I was younger. Particularly having to make extremely precise, close-range jumps. Those were always the bits that just felt kind of unfair. Okay, like these. Oh, okay. That's harder than it looks. As folks in the chat can attest, I have failed at that many, many times. Okay, now what? Yay, easy one. Watch me fail at it, though. Just because I call it the easy one doesn't mean I'm guaranteed to succeed at it. And now... slappers. Now, pearl necklace attack. Ah! Did not achieve max damage. Well, maybe the game's being nice to me this time around. Watch that change abruptly as soon as his head starts flashing. I wish I at least got opportunities to damage him after each cycle instead of needing to wait through multiple things before I get a chance to hurt him. Alright. The hard one. Oh, there we go. At least I didn't get hurt twice that time. Usually that's my habit. My middle finger is actually starting to hurt from pressing against my controller too much. Okay. Yep, we've moved into fast mode. Ah. And we got floor lasers. Which I used to think were hyper predictable, and then they became not. Ah, crap. Yeah, I haven't quite learned the patterns here yet. I don't know when. Oh, crap. this one. Ah! Oh, dang it. Alright. So is this gonna be floor grabby? Yes. That's the bit that I hadn't quite learned. Oh, this is the one that always just completely murders me. Ah! Oh, I'll just stay over here. Okay, since I got hit, might as well just hang out. Alright, so this is gonna be floor lasers, right? Yes, it's floor lasers. Oh, crap. I made the wrong guess about where that was going to go. Okay, these guys in it, they are. Okay. They're shooting at me, and then we've got these guys. Oh my gosh! Oh! You guys! You guys, I beat it! Oh! Okay. Okay. Whoa! Wow. All right. I never have to do that again. Or better, what I should say is, if the game tries to make me do that again, that is when I quit the game. So... Oh. Okay. Okay. So, I feel good that that part of my life is over. Not usually the emotion you want to get out of a player. Usually you want to get the feeling of accomplishment rather than the feeling of relief that torture has been ended. But I do like a lot of things about this game, and I'm happy to see some more of it. So let's progress. Okay, I think he's coming. Please let me do the prophecy bit this time. I'm staying out of this. Do whatever you want. And so you made it through the test of might. Okay, what's next? To fulfill the prophecy, you must now pass the test of faith by taking the leap. The leap? The leap, yes. I don't get it. Well, test of faith, leap of faith. Makes sense, no? Oh, just jump already. Come on, I was trying to have an epic moment here. Now, hero, lend your courage to hope and your strength to purpose and dive to your destiny to emerge as the one true messenger. All right. Sure. Oh, hello. I got a hat! And more colors on my body. Fancier music. And here's the twist. I am now in a 16-bit game instead of an 8-bit game. Nope. Alright. Let's find a place to save. How does that sound? I'm definitely not playing that boss again. Oh, whoops. What? Ah, there we go. This is where we save. Now let's talk to this guy for a second. What happened? I warped or something and everything looks different now. Hello? Okay, that is a really cool hat. Seriously, wow. Any idea what happened though? Sorry, I just can't get over the hat. Need anything? Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of time to talk to this guy because I gotta go. It's after 1 o'clock and I gotta get ready for our other stream. So we're gonna quit. But so the lessons to take away from that boss battle. If you're watching this on YouTube, I didn't make you watch me getting extremely frustrated for 50 minutes before I finally got to the run where I actually beat him. But one of the ideas that came up during that very frustrated discussion was the fact that enemy health is more about pacing than it is about difficulty. When you give your enemy a lot of health and make the player spend a lot of time fighting them, that doesn't actually increase the difficulty all that much. What that increases is the tedium. It increases the time that the player spends fighting the enemy, but it doesn't actually make it significantly harder. It makes it harder to succeed because the player has more opportunities to fail. And so, and there's a certain amount of randomness in everything that you do. And so if you stretch out the time a lot more, then yes, successes are, or failures are more likely. And so you do sort of make it less likely the player will succeed, but that's not the same thing as increasing difficulty in a way that's satisfying to players who want to have the experience of accomplishing something with a great deal of skill. And so usually, if players are getting extremely frustrated by an enemy or by a boss or by a particular battle, a lot of the time what you want to do is reduce the health of the enemy, but then increase their damage. So the enemy still, is still as much of a threat, and you still have the same amount of opportunity for the player to have to pay a cost for their failures, but you don't make them spend as much time doing it. And so that, changing the enemy health and the enemy damage can take an enemy from being extremely tedious and dull to fight to making them very interesting and feel like a really, big accomplishment. So that's the takeaway from a really long, tedious, frustrating boss battle. That same battle could have been very, very fun if it had been shorter, and each failure had cost me more. So I really still had to perfect my my understanding and my responses to the patterns that the boss had. Like if it had less health and more damage, I still would have had to get just as good at fighting that boss. But I wouldn't nearly face as many frustrating sort of whims of fate, because like if you're playing a boss for 5 minutes, chances are you're going to run into, some kind of fluke that frustrates you and makes you fail in a way that doesn't feel like it really is a proper test of your skill. But if you shorten that time up, that happens less often. The player feels a lot more like their skill is relevant, and they feel more like they've really accomplished something and shown off something by the end. So anyway, with that said, as I said that about 3 different times over the course of that boss battle, but not in the final run. So I just wanted to make sure that got out there.